Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. It has been about 5 years or something, maybe even 6, since I did a video. And I'm just away at the moment, and I've been meaning to record for absolutely ages. And I've been doing bits and bobs on TikTok and on Instagram, but I haven't put a video on YouTube forever. Have to remember how I do this, what I say, how I record a video, how I upload a video. So whether you ever get to see this, who knows, but I thought I would do a quick check-in, and I am going to try and start doing a few more videos moving forward. So let me get myself comfortable. So I am currently recording this from Gran Canaria. So I'm a little bit chubbier than last time you saw me, I think. I've gone back to blonde as well. And I think the last time I uploaded anything was probably during the pandemic. It's really breezy here as well. So if the camera suddenly disappears, then I will pick it up and start again. But anyway, so yeah, I think the last video I did was during the pandemic, and I was leading a very low-key life, staying at home. I've got some people in my family who I was very kind of mindful of during that period, so I didn't go out much. I was a bit of a hermit, to be honest, and in some ways I didn't mind that because I'm a little bit antisocial, or at least I definitely was then. But looking back, when I look back at that video, it feels like a completely different time. Like, I know it was a different time for all of us, but looking back at that, I seem like a different person, firstly, and secondly, it just feels like the whole world was so different. And I watched that video a few days ago, and I don't know, it's so weird when you see a video from that long ago, when you've got that big space in between, and you think of everything that's happened. And also I think you reflect on that period of time in a really different way. And as I say, it's really windy. I would turn you around, but I'll show you afterwards. But there's literally palm trees behind the camera doing this. So watching back on that video myself was actually really interesting. But I wanted to just quickly update you on me and my life. And obviously this channel was all about weight and losing weight and all that kind of thing. And me being me, that has been another yo-yo period over the last 5 or 6 years. So when I last recorded, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had lost my job, and then I had 5 or 6 months out of work, and I actually went to the gym. No, I didn't. I worked out at home, I worked out at home. I did walks and things, and I actually was pretty on it in terms of losing weight. I put on a bit of weight before the pandemic. Then the first 6 months or so, I was really well behaved. And I also had, because I wasn't working, I had the time to do workouts and stuff. I didn't really have anything else to kind of think about. So I was pretty well behaved during that. And then as that sort of lockdown continued, I became less well behaved. I think for me, not having a kind of a goal or a holiday or something to like lose weight for meant that I just didn't really bother. I kind of lost my motivation, and definitely for the, I don't know, kind of 2021, 2020, 2021, that kind of period of time, slowly I started to become less well behaved, and unsurprisingly the weight went on. I started working again in 2020, and I've been working since then, but I work from home, so that in itself is quite a different experience as well. On the one hand, I really love it because, as I said, I'm completely antisocial, and I have also I'm not I have quite bad anxiety and OCD and things. So actually for me, working from home as opposed to like commuting into a city, actually I'm really lucky to be able to do that from home, because a lot of my worries and things are reduced from doing that from home. So in that way it's really, really good. I've got some amazing colleagues dotted all over the country, and we just talk via obviously video call every day. So yeah, work-wise all fine. Although obviously, because I am working from home, what you think would happen, had you asked me when I was still working in an office what I thought would happen, you would think that I would be like super good at going to the gym and getting a routine in. I'd have all this spare time when I'm not commuting. No, I can't even tell you the last time I went to the gym. Probably about, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I think I last went to the gym about a year ago or something. So actually you just become I have become really, really lazy, and you actually almost need more discipline when you're working from home, because the fridge is so close. You just, before you know it, you can be working from really early in the morning until really late at night, and it's difficult to kind of find the distinction between like work and home. And so as a result, it's kind of like it feels like you're just working all the time. So yeah, anyway, then about 2 and a bit years ago, I then met someone, and I met him online, and he moved in quite quickly, and he has completely different eating habits to me, completely. So whereas I'm very much so a grazer, not really fussed at eating massive meals, I snack. I could, if I wasn't constantly trying to lose weight, I would probably just live on toast and fruit and yogurt. But he is like a big meal eater. He was doing a physical job, so he was wanting like a big hearty meal in the evening, like proper meat, vegetables, potatoes, gravy, pudding, all that kind of stuff. And needless to say, the first 6 months or so that we were living together, I stacked on the weight. He's not a massive drinker, and neither am I, but we did, like, obviously we were socialising more. He definitely got me out of my stay-at-home shell, and I started going out more and like doing more things, just as you do when you're in a new relationship. And so as a result, the first 6 months or a year that we were together, I definitely went up on the weight front. I had tried like calorie counting using my Fitness Pal during that time. Did I go back to Slimming World or Weight Watchers or anything after the pandemic? I don't think I did, but I might have done. But anyway, basically nothing really stuck for me. I had times where I'd lose a few pounds and then put it back on, lose a few pounds, put it back on. But we went away in October 2024 to Jamaica, and I came back from there. Then we went all inclusive, and I ate a lot and drank a lot and all that kind of stuff. And then we came back, we had, you'll remember, I love Christmas, my birthday's in December, so I ate a lot in December 2024, and then in January 2025 we went out to Tenerife, again, all inclusive, and I carried on putting weight, and I looked at the photos after that holiday, and I literally look like I've got a massive football head. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, everything is gigantic. Like, my face is just like just everything. Like, my arms are massive, everything is massive. In those photos from Tenerife, I just look like somebody's just like, I don't know, put something in me and pump me up, like I'm in every photo. And so when I came back from that holiday in January 2025, I was like, right, this needs to get sorted out. And just before I'd gone, I had ordered Manjaro. I'd looked into it. I hate injections. I hate like needles. I'm completely phobic about them. So I never thought this was something that I would ever be interested in. And then I saw a couple of people had used them safely, and I did my own research and I looked at the proper providers, and so yeah, I'd ordered and I talked to a few people who'd used it as well, and there's somebody that I follow on YouTube and have done for ages and ages, and we used to message back and forth and everything, and I saw she had done really well with her journey, and then a couple of people I knew personally had used the jabs as well and been really successful. So when I came back from Tenerife in January, I actually started February 2025, I started on the jabs, and when I started in February 2025, I was over 18 stone. I mean, that is massive. Like, I am not a tall girl. I don't mean it's massive for everybody. I mean, it's massive for me. So if you're 18 stone, no shade whatsoever, but for me, that was far too much. As I say, I'm not a tall girl at all. And I felt achy and tired, and just, I was eating for the sake of it, really. Anyway, so then last year so in 2025, between February when I started and September, I lost 3 or 3.5 stone. I didn't have any bad side effects on it. I didn't feel really sick. I didn't have like a bad belly really. I had like, normally with me, the first day after I've taken it, I don't have really any reaction. The second day, I tend to feel a little bit kind of like you do with a hangover, like a little bit nauseous, don't want to eat anything, have quite good suppression. And then as the week goes on, that kind of wears off. But I didn't massively change my eating habits, I just ate less. So I tried to eat protein, but I was pretty bad at it. I tried to drink more water, again, wasn't the best at it. But between February when I started and September when I went on holiday, I lost I went from just over 18 stone to 14 and a bit. So I think I was getting up to 4 stone off, having lost 4 stone, or 3.5 stone. And then I went on holiday to Jamaica again, had another amazing holiday with my partner and his girls, and we had just such a good holiday, again all inclusive. I felt great on that holiday because I'd obviously lost weight, but then when I came back, I just didn't get back on it. I didn't take my jab away with me. I'd left like quite, apologies if the noise is really bad, the wind is literally whistling around the resort, so I hope you can still hear me. But yeah, so I'm going to lean forward actually, hang on, there we go. Hopefully you can hear me. I probably should have put a mic on, I haven't got one with me so I can't. So yeah, we had an amazing time in Jamaica, and then I came back and I just didn't really pull my finger out. I just kind of carried on eating like I was in holiday mode. Then before I knew it, it was like October, November. Then, as I say, December's my birthday. We went to Venice for a few days around my birthday in December, had an amazing time, ate loads of pasta, drank wine, it was wonderful. Then it was Christmas, ate loads at Christmas. And then in February of this year, I went to Florence and Pisa just for a long weekend. Again, ate loads of amazing Italian food. And then and over that period between like coming back from holiday in October and then February, or March time, I kind of took my jab, but you really should. You're supposed to take it every week at the same time. You're on the same day, every week. And I just became really slack. I'd like take it and then I wouldn't take it for like 2 weeks or something. So, and then gradually, the jab is really expensive. Like I'm not prescribed it or anything like that. And I'd say probably rightly so, I'm not prescribed it. Other people are more in need than I am. And so I was paying for it. It's so much money. And so I'd get to kind of towards the end of the month, I didn't really have any money. The jab, I'd need to get a new jab, which was like, I can't even remember how much it was getting up to, like 200, 250, maybe even 300 quid. It was just so much money, like I just couldn't justify it. So, and because I wasn't really doing it properly, I just was kind of stretching my jabs out even further, and gradually the weight started to go on. And so I had a bit of a period without it, and then in probably about April this year, I started taking it again. I started again from 2.5, so went right back to the beginning. I'd put probably something like a stone on over that period, and I am in the process now of, I'm still on the jab. I had 2 pens left over, unstarted, unopened in the fridge from last time when I did it, but I started again at 2.5, went up to 5, and then I had a 7.5 and a 10 in the fridge that was still in date and everything. And so I'm currently on I'm probably on about week 2 or 3 of my 7.5 jab. So it's going okay. I've still really got to sort out what I'm eating. You know, you still have to, even though it definitely makes dieting easier, you've still got to really focus on what you're eating. And I'm just not very compliant. Like, I 100% should be drinking more water. I absolutely should be eating more protein. I should be going to the gym, or at least doing some heavy weights. I've got weights at home. Do I use them? No, I look at them. So yeah, even though I am taking the jab and it's definitely helping, and the weight is coming off, albeit definitely more slowly than it did the first time, I still have a really long way to go. So I'm in Gran Canaria at the moment. We travel back on, I think we get back Saturday morning. And then I really need to pull my finger out. I've got a girls' holiday in September, and my friends are all gorgeous, slim, girlies, and I cannot go away feeling like a chunky monkey. Like, I don't know what I need to do. I need to focus on doing the jabs again. I need to do them properly. I need to eat my protein. I need to drink my water. I need to get some exercise. I need to stop being lazy. And so I think I'm going to start tracking my journey on here, and try and make myself accountable. Now, don't expect me to be perfect. You'll remember last time, I'm definitely not. And you know, if you want to see somebody who like drops massive amounts of weight each week and like is, you know, like a totally perfect advocate for losing weight, that's not me. But I will show you my full journey. I will tell you how I'm getting on, the good, the bad, the ugly. I have still got, I reckon I probably weigh at the moment something like 15.5 stone, something like that, which is still really big for me. So I've probably got like 3 stone left, 3.5. I'll lose 3 stone first, hopefully, if I try my hardest. And then my plan is that I will, I'll revisit it once I've got once I've got these 3 stone off. And then I mean, God, I would be absolutely delighted if I could achieve that, but I know the only person who's got the control to do that is me. So work is really stressful at the moment. I always seem to pick jobs where, sorry, the wind is so noisy. I always seem to pick jobs where it's really stressful and there's lots going on, so this one is no different. So I need to absolutely not be snacking. So yeah, I'm just going to try and figure it out, I guess. And as I say, September is when I would like to have lost another chunk. I just need to, knuckle down and not behave terribly. I'm sure there was loads of other stuff that I wanted to tell you about, but I can't remember what they were. But if I do a few of these videos, hopefully you will, I'll remember what they are next time I do a video. So I'll upload this when I'm home, and yeah, I might do a little review of the resort that we're at as well, and chuck that up there too. I did quite a lot of other nice stuff that I haven't vlogged, that I should have vlogged, before I met the chap that I'm with. I had a couple of really amazing solo trips. I went out to Boston on my own, I went to Bali on my own. I had some really cool holidays before him, and I might do a couple of videos on the resorts I stayed out there as well. But yeah, life is a little bit different now. I'm definitely older. I am 50 later this year. So I'm really noticing my skin. It's not what it was. But a little bit of sunshine always makes me feel a little bit better. So anyway, how are you all? I hope you're all well. Fill me in. Is anyone doing Slimming World still? Is anyone doing Weight Watchers? Has anyone started the jabs themselves? Has anyone just decided just to do their best without any external support? I think everyone has just got to do what works best for them, but be safe. And yeah, as I said right at the beginning, it feels like the world is quite different to 6 years ago, last time I did a video. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. So I hope you're all well. Let me know what you're up to, what's changed, how you're all doing. And sorry I just disappeared, but I will try and be a bit more present, and it's good to be back, and hopefully you've heard some of this. It's not just been taken out by the palm trees and the wind and everything. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care, bye.